Hey there, Tori Toth from Stylish Stagers Inc., a home staging and redesign company in the New York City metro area. I've been sharing tips and reasons why home staging can be a valuable tool for sellers. But today I thought I'd have a real estate expert in, Erica Rose Siegel. Welcome. In to talk to you a little bit more about today's market and how she uses staging with her clients. Erica is a dedicated agent from Queens who is passionate about educating her clients. So again, I want to welcome Erica to the show. Right? Are we calling this a show? Why not? We're calling this a show. So, Erica, if you could offer some advice to sellers when choosing an agent, what would it be?
Well, one of the most important things to realize when choosing a real estate agent is that before making that decision is to understand the fact that more than half of all listings on the MLS end up on what we call the expired list, which means that they trusted a professional to sell their home, and unfortunately, they were not able to move on with their plans. This means they have a 50% chance of success. So in order to make sure that you beat the odds, what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't just choose someone based on marketing that comes to your home, like magnets or calendars. That doesn't mean that they're a successful realtor. That just means they have
money, right?
They have money and they have a good marketing department. It's just like if you were to come and stage a home. That doesn't necessarily mean when we put the home on the market and you've done some home preparation for that property that it's worth that value. It just means that we decorated it and we staged it and we designed it to make it look better than the rest of them. So when hiring a real estate agent, you really want to ask them some questions. You want to interview them. You want to get to know them, asking certain questions like how long has your home been, what's your average days on the market, what's your average list to sale price ratio. Ask for references. I actually offer to every single homeowner that I meet a list of questions that I created to make sure that they will be guaranteed success. And we call this questions to ask when hiring a real estate agent.
So you mentioned education is important to you.
Mm-hmm.
What is another tool that you use to help your clients stay up to date on the market?
Really good question. One of my favorite tools that I use is a website I call Search Like an Agent. Literally, search, SEARCH, like an agent.net. And what it allows both buyers and sellers to do is to get daily email alerts of anything new or any price changes that come on the market.
That's amazing because they can see anything then, right?
Anything. It's like a job alert. So for a buyer, they customize the search. They can go right to the website themselves and they can put in price range, the area, the number of bedrooms, if they need pet friendly, if they want a certain square footage, they can type all that in. They want a basement, and they put in their must-haves, their wants, their don't wants, and they'll daily get an email of anything new or any price changes that come on the market that's listed with any real estate company on the multiple listing service of Long Island. It's pretty amazing, right?
That is amazing.
Yeah. So, and for sellers, this is a great tool is because it provides them with information about their competition. So when you are a seller and you list with me, we give you an account and you will daily get informed about what's going on, and you can see if anybody reduces their price, who just listed, how they're staging or preparing their home. And so you're informed. And both buyers and sellers can actually research the last 6 months of sales in any particular neighborhood, so that when you're going to make an offer on a home, when you're a buyer, you make sure that you're not offering this price because it looks attractive and they had this professional come in and do a great job making it look desirable, but you're offering the price based on what the market is saying, what an appraiser would use, those similar prices. And they have those tools, those resources right at their fingertips with the website searchlikeanagent.net.
And it's great too because it gives them a little bit of perspective, because a lot of times people think their homes are usually a lot more than they really are, right, on the market.
Oh, absolutely.
So it kind of jumps them into reality.
Yeah, I mean, people have lived in a home for X number of years. The average person lives in a home for about 5 to 7 years. Some people are in their home 20, 30 years. They have an emotional attachment. So those emotions they put value to, and they want to price their home higher. And as buyers, the same thing. They fall in love with something. They're like, oh, it's down the block from the school district I want to be in, and it's right near the train. I'm going to offer a little more money. And can you look at that molding and the mahogany doors and the custom countertops, and look at that furniture, it's gorgeous, and look at those flowers, and all of a sudden they put pricing and emotions that they're feeling as they can imagine their kids, and or just that home office and how it's designed, and they think that that's worth something. And while it is, emotionally, financially, it's not. And so that's where using a tool like Search Like an Agent and a realtor like myself to help you interpret and that data is really one of my most favorite resources that I have as a real estate agent.
So I don't have to say this, that we all know it's tough out there. So in a tough market like this, how do you get your leads? I mean, what do you do?
Well, something that I do that is very unique to most of the real estate agents out there is I literally door knock.
And I know that for a fact. I've actually went door knocking with her. 20-degree weather out. She's a little nuts if you ask me, but go on. Why do you do this?
Well, Tori's right, I'm nuts. I guess you could say, though, but nuts or crazy about my job. I love what I do. I actually just yesterday said, on a side note, that real estate is my passion. And I'm in the industry of helping people achieve their dreams while simultaneously achieving my own. I absolutely love my job. So I go out and I door knock. I go door to door and I pound on those doors. Well, not that hard. I don't want them to get scared. But in 20-degree weather and sweating, hot weather, I go out there and I find people that are planning to move. And I have an area where I go to and I revisit these people every 6 months. And what I'm doing when I'm out there is I'm actually getting to know the market. I'm getting to know the neighbors, and I'm finding out when people are moving. I'm qualifying them. I'm asking them, when are you moving? Because people do. And when I find them, I go to work for them, and I make them the most informed buyer or seller in the market.
You don't really only create win-win situations with clients, sellers, and buyers, but you create win-win situations with other real estate industry related people, with real estate industry running for a cause. So tell us a little bit more about that and why you decided to start that.
Oh, thanks for asking. That's actually my other passion, is running and raising funds for awareness and to fight cancer. I started this after doing my first marathon with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, which I crossed the finish line on April 10th, 2011, wearing 43 ribbons in honor or in memory of people who battled cancer, and raising over $8,000. And it was such an amazing experience, and I had so many people throughout the world cheering for me and donating that I hadn't even met, and asking me questions about what was going on, because I was posting all along Facebook and just sharing my story. We're doing something that no other industry has ever done before, and we formed this team to fight cancer and to also do something for ourselves, because by bonding and running together, we're actually helping ourselves, our health, and mentally it's a great escape. And we're crossing a finish line on March 18th, and each one of us is committed to raise between $1,600 and $2,500 for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I'm so proud to see what everybody's accomplished so far.
I can't wait to run the 13.1 miles. I probably won't be running with you because you're running a lot faster, but I'm not really scared about the length of the marathon. I'm more scared about how the weather is going to be that day, because we did run in the snow the other day. Training.
Tori ran in the snow the other day, and she did amazing. And what was so good to me is that here we are running and walking and just talking about the industry and about developing our relationship. I've known Tori for over a year, 2 or 3 networking events we met, and then all of a sudden now we're running in the street. She's wearing this ski mask. I don't know, she looked like she was ready to rob a bank.
Here, actually, we have a picture of that. We'll pop it up for you.
She looks like she's ready to rob a bank, and I'm totally freezing underprepared. My face is totally numb. I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to the nth power. And we're just talking and getting to know each other and brainstorming ideas about our industry. And then there's other real estate professionals that you hear about them, and now you're connected to them. And when you go to make an offer, or you just want to know a little bit more about the industry, and you learn from each other, it's not a competition. It's about everybody coming together for a good cause and doing something for themselves and for people they care about. So I just get so excited every time I think about it.
Well, Erica, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today, and to giving everybody out there in the audience more information and tips on how to become a good buyer, a good seller, or even a good candidate to be a stager. So take care for now, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.